Hi guys,
Hello.
happy Sunday. Yes, happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Okay. Take two.
Hello.
So we just wanted to, wish everyone a happy Sunday and hope you guys are doing something or did something fun this weekend. And as we've been doing for the last few months, hi Debbie, we're going to be doing our normal relationship live. And tonight we're going to be talking about something that people don't like talking about, or at certain points in our lives pretend that we have a good relationship with, because I think at some point we all have faked it till we made it, or are just still faking it. So just want to say hi to everyone that's jumping on. Please say hi and where you're coming in from. And we're going to talk about something very important. It's been coming up in both of our lives as individuals, but also as a couple. And we just really wanted to talk about it just to kind of bring more awareness. And we're going to talk about money. And why don't we like to talk about it? It's almost like it's like this dirty word. And we've written down 5 things that we wanted to talk about. Hi, Camille. So number 1, money, finances in general, are proven to be one of the biggest causes of stress and relationship enders. So I'm going to let you talk about that first.
Yeah, I just like Scott said, I'm on my own kind of financial journey right now, and my relationship with money has been such a struggle. And hi, Melissa, and hi, Camille. But yeah, it's been such a struggle for me, especially going from a consistent paycheck for 10 plus years, not really worrying about things too much, going to the entrepreneur life and, always thinking like, okay, well, it's the next big thing and something's going to hit. And, and it just, this last year for me has been so like almost overwhelming. And it kind of hit a point last week, and I actually came down with the flu plus like a touch of a cold at the end of that. And I just thought, I'm like, you know what? It's important to me that we are so raw and real, and especially because we like to get on here on Sundays and talk about relationship things. I mean, my journey with money lately has been so stressful, and it has literally got me like sick about it, because, I really just, I'm in a place again where I need to really launch out, and I really need to start, making money. And as an entrepreneur, like, I'm so excited where I've gotten my business too. I have a couple things that I do, and I just recently got into real estate. And for any of you out there who know any agents, can sympathize a little bit that, real estate, it's an amazing job. It's an amazing thing that you can do. But it's not always guaranteed, and it takes a while to build your business. So that's where I'm at, and I told Scott, and I was very transparent, and I kind of like, it was so just real, like just me being honest with him and being like, oh, I feel so awful and I feel terrible where I'm at, because it's like, where have I regressed? I was here, and now I'm, an entrepreneur, and I kind of like curled up into a little ball, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel so horrible. And we just had the best talk the other day. I mean, it was like a get real talk out in the car. And we just kind of hashed a lot of things out. And that's why we obviously wanted to talk about it tonight. And I did some research on it. And financial issues are one of the biggest reasons couples fight, couples divorce, couples have issues. And I thought it was such a good thing for us to talk about, because again, our journey, we're in a relationship together. It's been almost a year at this point. November will be a full year. And we're going through normal relationship things, right? Normal things that people go through, and we're very real. And like, there's no doubt, we talked about tonight at dinner, that like we both still have so much fun with each other, and we are so happy. And it's like, that is not fake. That's real. But we do have real things that we struggle with and we deal with. And, right now, me getting my financial situation and everything, figured out, and shooting forward and kind of setting my sights and getting my mindset right, in the midst of all of this is so incredibly important. And, we want to share it with you guys. So what do you want to add for?
I think one of the one of the biggest things that I've taken away from for people that don't know my full story, you know, back in 2003, my family sold two of our health clubs for $1 million. So at the age of 24, I was a millionaire, and literally, I mean, it's a feeling that was very uncommon to myself and my families. But 2 years later, with bad investments and opening our newest gym, which I recently closed, we were $1.6 million in debt. And I was the guarantor on the lease of the gym and the equipment. So the $1.6 million, yes, it was on the family, but if something went down, it was on me. So I went from being plus $1 million to negative 1.6 million. But what I was sharing with Nancy, that was never my story. I mean, I didn't give it any energy. I had to go find a way. And then fast forward, 2 years ago this July, I filed for personal bankruptcy. You know, the gym had run its course. I had busted my butt for 18 years as a personal trainer, and the building that I was in was falling apart. My landlords weren't cooperating with me the way that I wanted them to fix it up, to bring new people in, and it was repelling people, and the gym was suffering, and I was in denial for a long time. You know, the gym was paying its bills, but it wasn't paying me. It was slowly going down. We were losing money every single month. And I had to face facts. You know, my mom had moved in a different direction. My father was in a different direction. It was just me. It was just me and about $600,000 of debt that would be personally put onto me since I was the guarantor. And, you know, I went to go see an attorney. And I said, here's my situation. I have these other businesses that outside of the gym that are flourishing and doing well, but this is holding me back. This gym is weighing me down. And he said, listen, you know, I looked at your information, and on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being a slam dunk, this is like the best thing for you to do as far as filing for personal bankruptcy. He goes, you're a 9.5. So that was on July 14th. So I gave him a check and hired him. And I said, well, when am I closing the gym? And he said, in 16 days. On July 31st, you are closing the gym, and it's done. So make whatever calls you have to make. So I had 16 days. So, and I didn't even realize, and we were talking about it, I didn't realize I did any of this. I had to contact all the vendors, my payroll company, every employee, my billing company, to rectify all accounts so everything ended on the 31st. And I couldn't obviously put a thing out to my members. I had to stick a sign on the door. And I remember when I filed for bankruptcy and the paperwork went through, my biggest fear was, I'm done. I'm ruined. Say bye-bye to credit. They're going to take my car.